Welcome to episode 455, David Rubenstein, 9 lessons. This is an outline of episode 455, lesson 1 to lesson 5. This is an outline of episode 455, lesson 6 to lesson 9. Lesson number 1, Rubenstein is a billionaire, but business was plan D for him. He started business at the age of 37. His plan A from his parents was to become a dentist. His plan B was to become a lawyer, and he did. His plan C was to become a policy advisor in the White House, and he did that too. At age 37, he defaulted to plan D, start your own business. Lesson number 2, betting on candidate B. Candidate B was the peanut farmer turned president, Jimmy Carter. Never mind who candidate A was.
I rolled my eyes and said, well, the first one that only lasted a month after I was in it, I'll try. And this person was Jimmy Carter. And so I went to work down in Atlanta for Jimmy Carter, and he did win, as you all know. But when I joined, he was 33 points ahead of Gerald Ford. When the campaign was over, after my work, he only won by 1 point. So Carter always wondered, what was it that I did that deserved a job in the government? And I wasn't sure. I realized that in politics, probably I wasn't very good. I hurt 2 campaigns. But
lesson number 3, lost election, lost everything. He was senior policy advisor in White House for Jimmy Carter until Carter lost the election.
There was a rumor, though, that I was going to be appointed the senior domestic policy advisor if Carter was reelected, and Carter's view is that he lost his election based on that rumor. I don't know if that's true, but I did find that what Harry Truman once said is true. If you want a friend in Washington, buy a dog. Because all the people came to tell me how great I was when I was in the White House in the West Wing. I'm running around telling the president what to do. He's asking me my views. Not one person called me back after I called them the day after we lost the election.
Lesson number 4 is a big advantage not to have wealth.
And I was the only child, and my mother gave me, what my father gave me as well, what the most important thing you can get from your parents is unconditional love. If you get the unconditional love of your parents, you probably can achieve almost anything in life. My parents didn't give me money, and as I was growing up, I knew people who were wealthier, and I thought they had an advantage. In hindsight, it was a great advantage to not have wealth. My own 3 children have the disadvantage that everybody will laugh at of having grown up in a wealthy family, because anything they accomplish, they will say, well, your father bought this for you, your father did this for you. So in my case, I knew I had to get somewhere on my own. But my mother...
Lesson number 5, luck beats superstar.
All of you probably know, when you're in grade school, high school, college, you look at people who have great achievements. They're great athletes, they're great scholars. So when I was growing up in Baltimore, I went to a big public high school called Baltimore City College, and there were so many great people there who were great athletes. I wasn't that. Great scholars. I wasn't that. Great extracurricular people. I wasn't that. So I was basically going to be mediocre throughout most of my life, and I kind of accepted that I wasn't going to be a superstar. It's how the people who were the superstars often turn out not to be the superstars, and the people like me who will be the least likely person to get anywhere turn out better. So when I went to my 40th college reunion at Duke, I said there, I was the least likely person to wind up as chairman of the board at Duke or to be the biggest donor in Duke's history. Somehow it happened. I got lucky, and all the people who were superstars then, you know, they kind of said, how did you do this? I got lucky. And I got...
Lesson number 6, his biggest mistake was not investing in Facebook.
So I think everybody's worried. On the other hand, people don't want to miss out on great deals. So people saw in the technology world that there was a company called Google, a company called Facebook, and a lot of people missed out on those opportunities. So now you see so many technology unicorns because everybody's afraid that they'll miss the next Facebook or Google. At some point,
you missed out on Facebook.
I did. My son-in-law-to-be told me about it when he was in college, and I said, this will never get anywhere. It's a dating service for college kids. I've looked at those kind of deals before. They don't get anywhere. I was wrong. By putting the initial $10 million, that's worth about $35 billion today. So,
lesson number 7, he's the father of Patriotic Philanthropy. So what is Patriotic Philanthropy?
Phenomenon in the sense, most of my philanthropy, to be honest, is I'm giving money to education, universities, at K-12 education or medical research. But lots of people do that, and in better sums and bigger sums than me, and they're more engaged. But because I took one little area and no one else was doing much in it, it got more attention. And I more or less coined this phrase, patriotic philanthropy, though I guess all philanthropy is patriotic in a sense you're helping your country. But what I meant by that was doing things to help your country when your country doesn't have the money to do it.
Lesson number 8. He's a man of many talents. He has his own TV show with Bloomberg. He's also a rapper.
Takes a lot of brains to do what we do. Looking for a way to make some dough for you. Energy, commodity, we do it all. So pick up the phone and give us a call. Corporate mezzanine, private equity, Carlyle Group is the place to be. We're global, we're mobile, we're aiming to please. Only goal of mine, serve LPs.
Lesson number 9. Shooting for immortality. The most expensive painting in the world was sold for $450 million, or founding some of the best hospitals in the world. Rubenstein did it with the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta is 800 years old and is as important as the Declaration of Independence. The Magna Carta for $22 million. It's a tremendous bargain.
I thought it was important that it be kept in the United States because it was, as David said, the inspiration for the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and so many other important principles that our country is founded on. So it's encased in a encasement that hopefully will last at least another 800 years or so.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.